Well, right, we're back. We've come back to the heavy onions. Now it's time to pot them up and get them back under the lights. I've just washed these 12 cell trays out. I like to use the 12 cells. You know, they've got plenty of room for a while. You can get a good decent plant about that way, ready for potting on into your 3-inch pots. But let's fill the tray up and I'll go through what we do. Then later I should show the light cabinet where they go under. Obviously I'll have to stop the recording and put it back on and show you later. Right, you fill your cell tray up. Now I can't get too close because I'm trying to show you and get everything in the angle. So we fill it up, you press it down, firm it all in. Because sometimes people say, "I'll just fill it up and just tap it and it'll drop itself." But when you add water to it, it drops and then you'll end up with half a compost. So always firm it in, and you fill the cell out at the bottom. So when the plants do make roots and they do get, you know, to the point where they're getting a bit root bound, it's easier to, when you pop it up, because you've got the slight compaction, it pops up all in one. If it's too loose, it'll start to fall away unless that's really root bound in there. So it's no good just tapping it like that, because you are going to get, when you water, it'll just sink and you've lost half of it. Then it'll sink down like that and you've put that to the top, you'll water it and that'll sink again. And then the trouble is, your plant ain't much compost anymore, you know, and you've just wasted pretty much your time, and you'll end up potting on sooner than you want to or need to. Right, so fill them all in. Okay, then give it a slight tap, because you know you've compacted it down. Right, we've got two types here, but it's both the same seed. Now this is seed off Alan Davison. Beautiful strike rate, that is. Beautiful. At the bottom of the pot, as you can see. Now we tip this out and then we choose the best seedlings that I think. I mean, obviously I don't know what the best seedlings are, because you never know. So we've got seed of Alan Davison, like I said, Willie Lamb, and then we've got seed of Paul Ronchester, which is cracking strike rate again. This one's come slightly faster than these. I don't know why, but they have. But anyway, nice seed again, and thank you for Paul and Alan for the seed. Right, we'll tip them out. Let's get the label out. As you can see, no hiding, nothing. I'm showing you what this was on the 24th or the 25th, could see, but at the 10th of October. Right, Willie Lamb, heavyweight onion, cracking strike rate. Right, in this little dish of water, we have put 1 ml. It says 1 ml to a litre on the description. Obviously, there's nothing on this bottle. When you buy this bottle, they just package them in, just stick a label on, but when you read online, it was 1 ml to a litre. Well, I've just put 1 ml into a bit of water, and it's Riga root. Just trying it, don't know if it works. I've used different things in the past, but you never know if they really do work, but it can't hurt. I used to buy the big litre bottles, but now I just buy little ones because they go quite far and it is a bit cheaper than buying the bigger bottles. If you do buy the bigger bottles, the litre bottles, you can get possibly 2 or 3 years out of them. It depends on what you're using it for. But anyway, we'll crack on. Now, this is the hard part. Try and get it out the pot. Alright. See, as you can see there, they just start to slightly go down and fill the pot. And now you just break them apart. if somebody's is going to say, "Oh, Chris, you're going to break the roots," they'll get a check. No, they won't. What happens if you break a root? It branches off. So instead of going straight down, which I'll show you, right? And this is what I'm trying to say. If you broke one of those roots there, it would take a slight check, yes, but not to the plant itself. Now, what would happen is if you cut that, it would branch off here. And then you get what you call is hyphen roots. So they split away, and if you've done the same on all of them, they just split away, and that it would create a massive more root system, to be fair, but I'll just leave them as they are. If I break a few there, that's fair enough, but I don't just break them on deliberate purpose. But if they do break, that's what would happen. He'd just split away and throw little roots that way. So what I'm going to do, I should count my seedlings. There's 12 there. Now normally I would damp them, but because you've knocked them out, obviously, the compost, and took them away from the home that they've been in, they do tend to wilt a bit. So I found the best way is to put them in dry, and then when you get them into your chamber, or if you are going to grow them, you know, under lights, but I grow mine under lights for a while, and then put them in dry, and then put them into your grow chamber, and then fill your water tray up full of water, and then it soaks it up at the same time. And I find the seedlings don't wilt down, but even if they do come back anyway. But anyway, we'll crack on. There's that many seedlings to choose from. You never know which ones to actually pick. Try and tear it out. Now I'll try and sort them out, but I have got a bucket. Always have a bucket under your bench to you know, throw your rubbish in. I mean, they are all going to be good seedlings. I mean, that looks a good one, don't it? Look at that. Then you got to pour first true leaf. So that's just the way it goes. Every seed is not going to be brilliant. If it was, you wouldn't have a problem, would you? You could just grow anything. Not picking them out. Anyway, I'll get to it. I'll sort the seedlings out, and then we'll come to the potting up bit. I can't, if I do it all now and all at the same time, you'll get bored and the video will be too long. So I'll click you back on as soon as I've sorted them out. Okay. Right, we're back to it now. I've sorted them out. What I need, for each 12, I should put in this Riga root solution and soak them in there as I'm ready to put them in to the 12 cells. Alright. Now this is your Vitax potting. Like I said before, added vermiculite. That's it. No joining this at this stage. We'll do it on the next stage of the 3-inch pot. Alright. So me soaking the roots and then put them into like a dry compost. Well, dry-ish. It gives me time to get them home because the roots are still wet. To put them in the grow chamber. Look at that, white roots, perfect. Alright, we're getting these done now. See, if you're more fairly prepared, it don't take too long, but it don't matter how you look at it, it still takes you a good hour or so. I find, I don't know about you, the simplest of jobs still just seem to take you forever. It could be just me, but I think it takes, the simplest thing seems to take a long while. But when we get these home, we'll show you what the grow chamber's like, and then what we do from there. Pop these up. Now, I don't post onion seedlings for the post or anything. I have given a bit of seed away that for the people who have asked or a bit stuck, but I am out of onion seed now. But there is lots of people you can get it from. John Salisbury, Peter Glazebrook, and one or two others. Just ask around on Facebook if you're a bit stuck. I only can help to a certain point, but I hope you're all enjoying the videos and maybe learning a bit, because each year changes for me, and you try something new and you think of something that might work for you better, but I don't change it too much if it's working, because if you change what's working, it could end up making it failing. That makes sense. If you're always going to try something new, I'd only do it on a few plants. So if it don't work, you have lost what you normally would do, and then what you normally would do works for you. So always try something new if you're going to. We've come up with an idea just on a few plants, so you've not wasted your season on something that didn't work. Because I've done it in the past, I've tried an whole new system, and it's failed massively, and you sort of wasted your season where normally what you would do works for you. So always take that into consideration. Alright. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful, that is. Top range seedling. Beautiful. Alright, found that all in around. Clean off the surplus. Give it a good tap, and there you go. 12 nice onion seedlings there. You know, it's going to stick to the compost is going to stick because I've just washed the trays. So always make sure your trays are clean. But if they're brand new, fair enough. If you've used them, you can continue to use them again. Wash them first. If you have already done it. But we'll crack on, and that's how I do it. And I'll show you the next stage is when we get home, and I'll show you what they're putting in water in the tray. Simple things. It's stupid really, but it's simple. Show you the light setup, little chat, and then that'll be the video for potting up the heavyweight onions. Okay, see you in a bit. Right, we are back as promised. Right, this is the little grow area. Right, I call out the light unfortunately, but I'll try and turn the one off. There you go. As you can see there, we've done all the onions now. That's 6 trays of 12 of the one, and 6 trays of 12 of the other. Paul Rochester's and Alan Davison's. But that's the setup. Is all lined out with this is really what you put behind radiators, reflective foil. A 2-foot 4-tube T5 light with an added extra little bit of light there in a water tray, so it waters from the bottom all the time. As you can see, they're all picking up nicely. You can see what I mean where 1 or 2 flop down, but by tomorrow they'll be standing back up. And now this is on for 24 hours a day for 6 to 8 weeks. But like I say, yeah, they're all looking well now. But like I say to you, these 6 to 8 weeks, they'll be on for 24 hours light. And after that, if I can get away with it, because they'll only go up to the top. And then what we do, once they get to the top of the lights, I have to transfer them over to the heated greenhouse. And then they stay there then until they get planted out. So they do have a check, because where I only can, I give a maximum 24-hour lights, and these will be potted up from these cell trays into 3.5-inch pots. So, and then from there on, they might get away with 1 litre if I can in here, but normally it's just 3.5-inch pots, and then they're normally too big then, and they have to go straight in the heated greenhouse, potted up to a 1 litre pot, and then they just have to get used to natural daylight hours, because I haven't got the room to reduce the light down to normal daylight hours outside. But it gives them a good start. I end up with decent plants when I'm planting out, so I can't complain. But the stuff we watered them with, should get it for you. It's Maxi Crop Extract Seaweed Plus Sub-Squeezed Iron, and that'll just give them a general boost. There's been 2 litres, 4 litres of water I've put in there, and all 6 trays have now soaked it up, and that'll do them well. And what it will do is give them that little bit of boost, and because all the compost soaked that Maxi Crop up, plus with iron, the roots will take from that as well as the compost. So every time they get watering, they'll just get a drop of this stuff, or just Maxi Crop itself, or any liquid seaweed really, don't make no difference. But and then they'll get a drink with that, and that'll tick them over all the time. But yeah, there we go. That we've potted up. We'll show you when it comes to it, but they'll be in here for a while now. We're on potting up leeks next, so that'll be the next one, and I'll show you how we're getting on with the new polytunnel build. But like I say, keep trying, keep growing, keep learning. Thank you very much.